Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I want to start off by saying sorry for not uploading as consistently as I'd like to be uploading. I think I finally hit that block where I'm just unmotivated to do much to the car. Ever since the wrap's been done, I took it to a few car shows and then it's just been sitting in the garage. Haven't been driving it much. So today I'm hoping to finally do something to the car. It's kind of gloomy outside, so I think it's a perfect day to do this. A few months back I actually won this Vision X Tantrum lighting kit. So it's got 8 rock lights, it's got some sequences, a wireless remote, so it's a pretty cool kit. And I still currently have an underglow kit on the car. I actually bought it with underglow. And I kind of ripped some of the wiring off when I took the bumpers off. So it doesn't really work anymore. So I'm planning on ripping that old LED strip off and then installing this kit. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to get the car up on the side, and that's always a mission, so let's get started. Hopefully it works out. This kit is actually made for Jeeps and trucks, so I'm not sure if it'll even work in my case, because I'm planning on mounting the rock lights under the car, and I don't want them to get destroyed, so hopefully I can find a good location. But other than that, let's get to it. Alright, so here's what we got going on as of now. Here's the old LED strip, all the old wiring, and it runs all the way to the back, to the rear. The front's already gone, but the wiring's still there, so I'm gonna have to remove that, but let's get this stuff off. And I think there's actually plenty of room to mount it. I didn't know there was this much clearance, but as you can see, the rail here is pretty grinded down from scraping, but everything here is fine, so I think I'm just gonna mount it somewhere here, and then feed the wiring probably through that plug. Not sure yet, but yeah, it looks like we actually have a lot of space to get the lights in here, so that's good to know. So here's what's left of the old kit on this side, just a bunch of wiring. It's all trashed. This is the new kit here. So you got your 8 lights, 4 of them have 10-foot cords, and then the other 4 have 20-foot cords. So the shorter ones I'm planning on mounting on the front side, front bumper. The longer ones will go on the rear side and the rear bumper. So you got your master control. This is mounted inside the car. Goes into your cigarette lighter, which is kind of cool because you don't have to wire it straight to your battery. And then this goes into the control box, which all the lights go into. So I'm going to start off with mounting the front side. I was hoping I could fit it in here by the splitter, but it looks like it's a little too tight, so it's going to have to be somewhere in here. And then I'm going to feed the wiring up along here into the engine bay, and then from the engine bay goes through the firewall into the car, and then you pull it out from under the dashboard, and then I'm going to mount the box somewhere there. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll continue on to the other side. Alright, so a little update. The wiring on the passenger side is pretty much done. Just got to get the lights mounted now. The rear rock light is back there. Here are the 2 that are on the side. Wiring comes up through here. I was able to find a little spot next to the battery that I got the side 2 wires through. Wasn't enough room for the 3rd one, so I ended up using the little rubber piece that's there for the brake line. Wiring comes up through here, and I was able to get all 3 through that little rubber piece. Made a little hole, fed all 3 of them through, and it was a lot easier than I thought. The wires just kind of popped up right there. So this side's done. I got the wires labeled so I know which one's going to which light. So now I'm just gonna clean the underneath, make sure the surface is pretty clean, use the tape that it came with, and then screw the lights in. So let's do that. Alright, so I just temporarily mounted the lights. I just used some of my own double-sided tape and just kind of mounted the lights up because I'm not sure exactly where I want them yet. So I had one here, and then the other one's back there. I'm not sure how far apart I want them, so I'm just gonna test them like that right now. I'm gonna close the garage, hopefully get it dark enough to see how it looks, and then if I like it, I'll go ahead and mount them right there. All right, garage is closed, got everything turned on, got the remote here. Let's turn the lights off. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. You can kind of see where the lights are mounted. I'm gonna have to spread them out a little more. Probably move the front one a little more to the fender, and then the rear one a little more to the wheel. Some pretty cool sequences. Oh dang. Wow, I'm gonna have to really figure out how to use this thing. Cool. So yeah, with the lights on, you can really see where they're mounted. With the lights off, kind of blends in a little more, so it'll look cooler at night. It's probably the only time I'm gonna use it, so. All right, so passenger side is finally done. It took a little longer than I was expecting because mounting everything underneath with the double-sided tape is very time consuming, but here's where I ended up putting the rear rock light. That was pretty much the only spot I could come up with since the diffuser's in the way, and that's the only spot that I think it would shine from. So it's temporarily mounted with the double-sided tape. I'm gonna end up screwing everything in later. Wire goes right there, and then the wiring meets the rest of the wires there, and just taped along the side up to the front. And then up front, got all the cables zip tied. Looks pretty good. Front rock light ended up just putting on the frame right there. It's kind of hard coming up with a spot, but I think that'll be a good one. If not, I could always relocate it later. All the cabling is up through here. Everything is zip tied and right through the grommet. So this side's pretty much done. I'm gonna throw the wheels back on. Hopefully I'll be able to knock the other side out a little faster. So driver's side is finally done. It was a lot faster than the passenger side. It's how it always is. Second side is done a lot quicker than the first side. But here's what the front looks like. I got the cable running right there, right next to the canister. The other 3 cables are all tied together right there. Everything is taped down together, and it goes right through there, and then right through the firewall under the driver's side dash. So this side's done. I'm gonna throw the wheels back on, put the car down. It's already getting pretty dark out, so might be a good time to test it out and see how it looks. So here's what I have going on inside the car. I got the 4 cables in through that little rubber piece in the corner there, and then I wanted to mount the box on the passenger side, so I ended up feeding the cables in through there, pulled my stereo out, and then got all the cables onto the passenger side. Now I just have to kind of sort it all out, make it look all neat, and that'll pretty much be the last step. I figured this was the easiest way to get the cables on one side without having to take too much apart. So I'm gonna do that now, and that'll pretty much be the end of it. All right, so just finished up the wiring, turned out pretty clean. Everything is zip tied, and then it just feeds right through there to the other side. And the other side's all cleaned up. Right now I just have some tape on the wires so I know which one is to which light. I'm gonna redo that, make it look a little more clean, but that's pretty much it for the install. Everything on the wiring side is complete. I'm just gonna clean up the garage real quick and then go for a drive, take some videos, take some pictures. Alright, so I just got to the spot, and I originally pulled in here and stopped, and then I tried getting some pictures, but the light was in the way. So I started backing up into the new spot, and I thought this was my oil, so I freaked out for a second, and then I realized I drove over a puddle over there. So we're good to go, but check out the sunset. Alright, so that'll pretty much be it for this video. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the lights. Would you rock them or would you take them off? I think I'll leave them on for now. I kind of like how they look, even though it doesn't fully light up the whole side. I'm fine with that. So I'll leave them on for now until they fly off or until they stop working, and then maybe get something else. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.